Hey there, how you doing? Today what I wanted to do is I wanted to share with you my 3 tips for how to burn fat with food. Now, first thing that I want to cover and just get out of the way is just eating alone is not going to help you burn maximal fat. Yes, it'll put you in the right position, but ideally to burn fat, we want to have a solid metabolism, and having a solid metabolism also entails having a sense of lean muscle mass on your body. So you will need to exercise in order to burn fat efficiently from your body. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about, my first tip, is you want to make the correct food choices. Now I know that might seem pretty obvious. Thanks, Aaron, for stating the obvious. But eating the right food choices for some people tend to be very difficult. The first thing that we want to do when it comes to eating the right food choices is we want to try to stay away from unrefined foods. So we want to stay away from refined foods. We want to eat unrefined foods, foods that are natural. So natural foods are essentially fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, any type of animal protein, meat protein, fish, chicken, turkey. To keep it as simple as possible, we want to just eat natural foods. Stay away from foods with refined sugar. So if you pick up a food and on the back of the label it says high fructose corn syrup or sugar, most likely that food has been refined and modified and processed. Try to stick with natural foods. Also, this next thing is very important, is you want to ensure a proper macronutrient balance. Having a macronutrient balance heavy on carbs and lacking protein and lacking fat, or inversely heavy on proteins and lacking fats and lacking carbohydrates, is a great way to stall out your metabolism. You want to ensure that you have a solid balance of both carbohydrates, proteins, and fats to ensure maximum fat loss. My next tip for you is you want to eat at the correct time. Now, we talked about the correct food choices. It's very important that your meal timing is on point. So first thing is you want to try to eat about every 3 to 4 hours. What this means is you don't really want to have a lull in your day where you go 8 hours without putting any food in your body. Now, I know a lot of people work a 9 to 5 job, and now what happens with a 9 to 5 job is maybe you get caught up in work and you can't take your lunch break, so you eat in the morning at 8 o'clock before you go into work, and then you're not eating again until 6:30, 7:30 at night. That's a huge problem. That right there alone, for a lot of people that I work with, will instantly jumpstart your metabolism, just regulating it and throwing something in your body once every 3 to 4 hours or so. How do you do that? You plan properly and you plan accordingly for your particular schedule. The next thing that we want to try to do in terms of timing is want to try to avoid sugars at nighttime. Now sugars in your body, the idea behind a sugar carbohydrate is to have a quick delivery of energy. Now, going to bed, you're really not exerting energy. So what will eventually happen is that sugar does transfer to insulin, and insulin has the ability to store as fat. So by putting fruits in your body at nighttime, you're essentially throwing simple sugars in your body right before you go to bed, with a high probability of that helping your fat retention in your body. The next thing we want to try to do is we want to eat immediately after exercise. You have about a 30-minute to 60-minute window to put nutrients in your body to repair everything that just got broken down during exercise. Whether it's a weight training session or a cardio training session, you need to properly refuel your body with carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. So it's essential that you have a post-exercise meal about 30 to 60 minutes after your workout. Lastly, this goes hand in hand with the eating every 3 to 4 hours, is don't avoid breakfast. Avoiding breakfast is a critical downfall for a lot of people when it comes to burning fat. What happens when you avoid breakfast is you literally stall your metabolism out, so that lunchtime and dinner time, your body's in starvation response and it retains everything that it eats. Now, I'm trying to explain this in simple layman's terms. So avoiding breakfast is a great way for your metabolism to just shut down. So don't avoid breakfast. And I know a lot of people tell me, well, I'm not hungry in the morning. Make yourself hungry in the morning. Start out with a small breakfast and build up to a larger breakfast, but don't avoid breakfast. The last tip that I want to give you is you want to eat the correct portions. Now, we talked about correct foods, correct timing. Now we want to talk about correct portion sizes. Ideally, what we want to do with correct portion sizes is we want to support exercise but not body fat. Now, what does that mean exactly? What we want to do is we need to eat for our particular body. So just throwing out a baseline and saying eat 1,500 calories because 1,500 calories is going to work for you, that's not doing you any justice at all. You need to basically, through trial and error, see what works for you in terms of portion sizes, see how much you can get away with eating that will support exercise but not support fat gain. The way you do that is you monitor yourself. A great way is to journal your food down in the beginning, and through trial and error you can see what foods and how foods affect you without really knowing what you're eating and just guessing and saying, well, I think I eat healthy, I think I'm eating enough macronutrients, carbs, proteins, and fat, I think I'm doing this, without really being sure. You have no way to troubleshoot. So the best thing to do is to start journaling your food down, see what you're eating, and then now you can troubleshoot from there, because what a lot of people don't realize is, A, they're not eating enough, their meal timing is all screwed up, their macronutrient is out of whack, their macronutrient control is out of whack, and when you can see it on a piece of paper, then you can troubleshoot and you can make the adjustments. So then in terms of drilling back, you can adjust the portion sizes depending upon if the scale moving, is your body fat percentage dropping. So in all, I gave you 3 really easy tips to help you use food to burn body fat, not avoiding exercise, through the correct food choices, correct meal timing, as well as correct portion control. Now, I hope you found this video informative. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be releasing videos every day, trying every day or a couple videos each week on helpful nutrition tips, maybe some awesome workouts that you can try at the comfort of your own home. So take care, and I hope to have you back on my channel.